Hello and welcome back everybody to a Gregtech New Horizons live stream. Hopefully you're all doing very well today. Hello Ingles, how's it going? Nice to see you again. Alright, we got the chat all loaded up on my phone, so that's good. Just gonna get the stream rolling over on TikTok. We're gonna be good to go. Today we will be upgrading automation with the AE2 system again. There we go. Endercraft and Darius, hello. Hello Blaze, how are you? Doing pretty good, thank you very much for asking. Hopefully you're doing well. Stressing a little bit about work tomorrow because there's a new place that I have to work at. Usually I get a little nervous when I go to work at new places just because I don't know what the work is usually like, how the environment usually is. Looks to be like a smaller place, so hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. Also, I see you posted the stream link over to Discord. Thank you very much, Ingles. Good, I get steak for dinner. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to be having brats and hot dogs, brats and hamburgers for dinner. So I'm pretty excited for that. So which we only have about an hour and a half, hour 45 to stream roughly. So it's not a super long stream, but it's a decent amount. And I'm not sure what the rest are like. Okay, somebody just texted me relating to something that I did earlier today, so caught me off guard. You work, yeah, right? Hi Blaze, I'm back. What's going on, Vorax? Welcome back. You work. Brats and burgers are always good. Is that how you spell brats? B-R-O-T-S? That's definitely the way to spell them. But yes, brats and burgers are good. Hot dogs, anything like on the grill, absolutely delicious. Sorry, I'm just getting the stream shared over to the Gregtech New Horizons Discord. Perfect. So that's all done. Now we can get back into the game. And I did do some work since the last time. I don't remember exactly what I did, but I will show you guys. So F5, F1. I did move some of... Actually, no, I did move all of the fluid tanks. Eventually, I'm going to move the drives downstairs as well. But we're going to leave it for now until we have a bit more time. So we made another room. Eventually I'll have to decorate it. But as you can see... Hold on, I gotta... Okay, hold on. We're just gonna... Yeah, I had to mute my phone getting too many text messages. But yeah, we moved our stuff down here, so I continued a different P2P bus or network along here. And then we'll have, 8 fluid tanks going into one, 8 going into another, and then so on if we need to have that many tanks in here. But right now I have it set up with soldering alloy, molten polyethylene, sulfuric acid. Oh, wait a minute. I have Moore's. Okay, wow. I don't even need that one. That's kind of nice. Boom. Or actually, hold on. It would be smarter if I did it this way. Boom, and set this one down, swap this over. I don't know how to spell them, I just guessed. It's all good, Ingles. I think it's just B-A-R, or no, B-R-A-T, brat, which is still kind of a weird spelling. My guess is sausage. Yeah, it's kind of like a sausage. Well, I guess it is a sausage, yeah. Hey Blaze, how you doing on this nice day? It's doing pretty good. Got some work done earlier. Some kind of like side work for my family. Thankfully it wasn't too bad. I was stressing about it, and thankfully we got it done. Now I get to stress about work tomorrow. But we'll see. It's probably... I hope that it's not going to be too bad. The only thing that I'm possibly worried about is if I have to work from like really, really high heights. Like, I can handle heights a little bit, but I'm just not used to, say, anything over probably 40 to 60 feet. So I'm hoping that we won't have to work outside or, like, yeah, super high heights. Because I've never been to the place before, so I don't know what kind of work that they do. Just the the type of infrastructure of the place just makes me feel like I could be doing work outside. Should be a little bit spooky in the heights, but we'll see. Also, yeah, Carlos, what's going on? And Casper, hello, hello. How are you two doing? That's good to hear. Just completed the Twilight Forest. Thought it would be hard, but I just blazed through. Yeah, it's not too bad. The AE system still not expanded. So it is expanded. I started connecting, actually, a bunch of storage buses, so I was kind of struggling a little bit to make some of these because I didn't have the resources. Or, I had the resources, but I didn't have it automated, so it's kind of annoying to craft. So if we look now at all of our crafting things... Craftable, hold on. Oh yeah, as you can see, we have a lot more stuff. So I automated some of the wireless things here. I think these were already automated since the last time you guys have seen. I have circuits from LV all the way up to LUV automated. Well, maybe not fully automated, but automated enough because we have these basically already. I added in illuminated panels, some more lapis, plates, rods, all that other good stuff for making things. The upgrade cards, I added these in just because I actually added the AE2 system up here. So I have it connected to the Pyrolos ovens. It was just fast enough with the export bus to keep up, but I just put in a single upgrade card into the item hatches just because then I don't have to worry about these going empty. And then I have the fluid export buses for all the nitrogen, and obviously I connected it to this super tank with the fluid storage bus, so it's all connected to the system. And then yeah, this obviously goes up to the farm, which let's get rid of all this now that we're done. I finished the Twilight quest line like 30 minutes ago too. Very nice. Congratulations on that. Also, I'm not going to read the thing about the secret quest. I don't want the spoils. Perfect. But yeah, we have, what is it, a me storage bus on here. So we have access to 500,000 logs in our storage down there for any of the crafting we need. So it is awesome. Oh, you are empty on fluid. Okay. Gonna need some more benzene. How are we doing on benzene? 3.8 million. Actually, not good. So we were up to like 6 or 7 million before. So let's see what we're doing. Oh yeah, it's probably because oh, that's not what I wanted. Alright, let's get out of there before it gets too greasy. I did some upgrades as well on the energy production system. Run on over here. So the cables that were kind of running along here, I got rid of that, and I have another cable coming down here, a thick cable that goes into the transformer. I moved it from right there to right here, so it connects up everything, all the machines down that way, all the single blocks for my AE2 system, as well as everything kind of in the center, and the EBF down at the end, the 2 distillery towers, and the titanium production. That's all connected to that line. And then because I kept having problems with, too much amperage being used up between all of the machines operating at the same time, so I broke it up into 2 sections. So I have another cable going back down this way to another transformer with a 24 amp cable that goes to these machines, so it's all connected. The line that was going between these two, I just removed that, and then that's what I kind of used to replace over there. Last time I was here, you were decorating your base. Yeah, we're not done, but we got a lot of it completed. Eventually, I'll have to go through, put more logs in, more dirt bricks. Football Kid, thank you very much for the likes and welcome to the stream. But yeah, I like it very, very much with how it looks now compared to what it did in the past. Got a bunch more Certus quartz now, so that's good for the AE2 system. We'll have to go check our oil drilling setup. I don't know how much is left there. Lexi, welcome to the stream. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to lately. And I'm pretty happy that we do have the circuits automated. Or at least, you know, to the extent. So if we wanted to make, say, LUV circuits, how bad would it be to make, say, 16? Oof, that's a lot. We'd have to craft up all this. We would need 220 more RAM chips, 480 annealed cable, 34 advanced circuit boards, 23 aluminum frame blocks. Which actually isn't that bad to make 16 nanoprocessors. So it's just so nice. We just click and then just leave it. How's your day? Pretty good, thank you very much for asking. How's your day, football kid? But yeah, I do want to add in more co-processors, so that way more than one machine will operate at one time. I have to figure out where I'm going to want these eventually, but I might just move this one like right over here and then have just like a massive core for crafting. Actually, how much storage did that take? Hold on, let's take a look at that. Craft 16. Yeah, 5.4 kilobytes of storage. It was pretty good. I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully your day continues to be good. Oh yeah, I think I know why, possibly, our storage upstairs. Okay, so we did have that disconnected, so we do have another 1.8 million benzene here. Yes, but also I did forget to say, we upgraded the hatches, so we now have EV dynamo hatches, or dynamo hatches. I did upgrade, or actually increase the input to 16 liters per tick, and the reason I went with that is because it is the max amount we can put in before it starts to be wasteful. So I kind of watch the energy produced, and at 16 it's like 5,000 EU per tick, but then if I go to 17 it's only like 5,001, so obviously it's not worth it. And if I go down to 15 it was like 4,800, so we wanted to max them out as much as possible, which then we can upgrade these as well soon enough to produce even more energy. We can get the large turbines, but stupid Endermen keep putting blocks in my base. But at least we do have the EV dynamo hatches now, so that's nice. Starting to get a lot of hearts pretty quickly, so I'm at 3 green right now. That's pretty nice. Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff going on around the base. So do you have any experience with Gregtech at all, football kid? Alright, so now that I have all that done, trying to figure out... Oh yeah, so I was having a problem with this, what do you want to call it? With the LCR. It's not producing the ammonium chloride because the input hatches are too small. They only hold 32,000, and we needed to hold 64,000 in order to do the craft on circuit 9. Because if we go to a different circuit to make ammonium chloride, then we start having overlapping recipes, which kind of breaks things. So we eventually need to upgrade the quad hatches, which needs IV circuits, IV machine hulls and all that stuff, which kind of stinks. So we're a little bit far away from it, but I can just craft up a whole batch of it back in the LCR over there and just dump it in for now. How's it going, Landon? How you doing today? I just need to make a mega farm. I ate everything I had and what I could make and have 1 purple heart. Damn, that's nice. I don't even know how far along purple is. I think it goes blue, then probably purple. Use 2 slots. What do you mean by a 2 slot? Like a... Make another input hatch on the side or something? Hey, Lemon, how's it going? How's your trip so far? It's nice if I grow some stuff and pull everything together. I'll maybe get into pink if I get lucky. Okay, yeah, make 2 slots for 32. I could, but I mean, I think I'm close enough to IV, or at least being able to make IV stuff. I've been processing some more tungsten steel, which I think if I look at the quad input, UHV, UV, I mean, this is easy, this is easy. It's only getting ourselves... for some reason I'm thinking I needed 2, but I don't think so. Quadruple input hatch. Yeah, I just needed some tungsten cables, PTFE, and an IV machine casing. Hello, Ash. How you doing today? Thank you very much for everybody. All the likes, over 1,000 likes. Thank you very much. Change the fluid of the other quad. It will be 232s. Oh, I see. I think I see what you're saying. Trip is going good. We did Hollywood Studios today. Awesome. So we have 4 fluids in that one. Ammonium chloride. Well, that's an output hatch. That's an input hatch. Ammonia. Okay, I could do ammonium chloride. Oh. So we got ammonium chloride, hydrochloric acid, which I still think we need more space for hydrochloric acid. Yes. So nitrogen dioxide. There's no nitrogen dioxide in there. What is that used for? Hey, Carlos. How you doing today? Carlos on TikTok. Hello, IV assembly machine recipe is 8K EU per tick. Oh, that's right. So for the to get this, I needed an IV assembling machine. That was the problem. I couldn't make it this way, which I could do. Oh, okay, yeah. So no, I needed an IV assembling machine, so I can't even get this. 8,000 EU per tick. I mean, I could have enough energy. I would just hook it up to a transformer on my EV line, and it would work perfectly fine. It's just I needed to make the assembling machine, which is really, really gross. Yeah, IV arms. I mean, a bunch of tungsten cables, and yeah. No thank you. Oh yeah, and then the conveyors. Also, everything else taking other stuff other than like regular rubber that I have been using forever. Alright, so there's all that. Nitrogen dioxide. What did we use that for? Oh, I think it was to make uses. I think it was to make the nitric acid. I could put hydrochloric acid in here. Change any fluid, hydrogen, water, any, just to have slots with the fluid you need. Yeah, so I'm going to do hydrochloric acid. So I'm just going to add it in there. Why is the chlorine filling in now? Not enough fluid output space. Oh. So even then, I still need... Hey, Potato, base tour. Welcome to the channel. I can give you a base tour in just a second. 64,000 ammonia. Ammonium chloride. Well, no, we have enough space now. 64,000. Oh, shite. Ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride, please. Boom. Recipe. So yeah, 64K and 64K. Boom. Input hatch. Output hatch. So we have 32K there, 32K here, ammonium chloride. Oh hey, look at that, it just made... It just made some? I think it did. I can almost guarantee how it went. that it did do something. Because that's in the output hatch. That means it had to have crafted it. Alright, well, that's good for now. Is this the plat line in 1 LCR? It's just the platinum section of the plat line. Yes, in 1 LCR. It's pretty, I don't know, it's pretty gross. It's not too bad. It has a bunch of cables kind of intertwined into here. But it works. This mod pack is too complicated. Yeah, there's a lot of random stuff. I mean, you just see the numbers on the side, it's like, what? What is that? I don't know, so we'll keep an eye on that, the ammonium chloride. I also have sifted a bunch of dust, I smelted all the other stuff, so now we had more to fill back into here, and look at this, we already have some more platinum to smelt up. Pink pollution killed one of my magic shrooms. Ooh, that's not good. Not good at all. But if you're still here, Potato, this is, yes, the beginning of my plant line, the platinum section of it. Eventually, I'm going to widen this out a lot more, make it a bit taller, so I can have all of my EV multi-block machines in here. And then, this is my A2 room. So eventually, I'm going to upgrade this, make it a lot bigger. I would hope to keep this here for the entire playthrough and just expand it as much as I can. Eventually, it's just going to be the controller block. I would like to have the molecular assemblers and like the crafting, processing units and stuff all in a different room, maybe downstairs, along with like the tanks and stuff. So I could have maybe some chests or drawers all on this wall. I have my fluids all over here. Maybe molecular assemblers there, and then what do you want to call it? The crafting processors over there. I think that'd be kind of nice, but I know we're going to have a lot more space in the future, but we'll see how long it lasts. Over this way, we have our HV section of the base. Dirtier Parrot, do you have any videos of your through process for base planning? So, let me just try and see what you mean by that. Do you have any videos of... Are you asking for videos of me, like, going through my base plans? Because I do have the video series that kind of recaps everything that we do in the streams. But I guess I'm not really sure what you mean by that question. Oh, okay, do you have any videos of your thought process on the base planning? Not really, I don't think I do. Just because the videos I already have, I just kind of recap some of the more important things or interesting things that happen. Maybe I did talk about, I think, one time with base building in one of the videos when I was outside of the mountain here. Also, your favorite idiot, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. I had talked about the plan for my base. I don't really go into too much detail because I just do a little bit here and there, but the general idea for my base is to make this entire thing a volcano. So you see we kind of started a little bit. We have to add more texture to that. But we're going to continue to surround the whole mountainside in darker blocks to make it look like a volcano. We'll have lava flowing down and everything. And this is the center where we have our rocket flying out of. It's very underbuilt. I maybe put 4 to 8 hours of building into it. I'd say probably more close to 4. And I didn't have too many resources, so eventually I have to start building again. But my other thought process with this build is that I want to try and have my entire base in the mountain. So we're going to go back inside. And we have our LV section of the base, which we're not going to modify really much as time goes on. It's going to be more as a historical piece. Yeah, we have all of our multi-block machine area. Still don't know what to do with this. Maybe we'll do something with it later on. It's not really fully built yet. We also have the MV section of the base with basically our, what is this? Wood tar production, charcoal production for benzene. Still kind of under construction. It was really, really ugly for a long time, and now we finally have it looking somewhat decent. And then we have a little tunnel to one of the 2 elevators to get downstairs. This is probably my favorite section of the base right now because probably the most amount of time I put into it. But yeah, this is the HV area. We have our titanium production. This tower is for oil distilling, and then some of the oil processing right here, and then eventually the oil cracker that isn't really automated. A random tower for sulfuric naphtha right now is actually probably the biggest thing, or possibly any other recipes that take like what, 15, 14 levels of a distillery tower. 2 distillery towers for benzene production. All of our HV multi-blocks. Our 2x2 power generator, it burns our benzene to give us electricity. We have just a manual crafting area here. Arctic, thank you very much for the follow, I greatly appreciate it. Place the tanks vertically in blocks of 8 like the machines, but with the cables behind them. Yeah, I would save a bit more space. I do like it like this right now because I don't need a whole lot of space, and I can kind of like easily check everything. And you can see the tops of the tanks. I like being able to see the tops of them, but eventually I'm probably going to move them like you're saying. I really like the HV section. Thank you very much. It is, I would agree, it's my favorite part of the base. The base is really cool. Good job. Thank you very much. You got the steam section. Yeah. Well, actually, no. We don't have a steam section. So we moved in here right about like the end of Steam Age and early LV. So the first couple videos that we actually do have out right now do show a little bit of the transforming of that area up there. Hey Tara, what's going on again? Rebuild your ceiling before I bite you for it. I'm sorry. Also, charge your danged backpack and set up an HV wireless charger. That is true. I do want to set up a charger. That would be really, really nice to get that kind of all complete and set up. So this is also our AE2 crafting section of the base. I did a little bit more cleaning up of it. We'll have to move the bending machine somewhere else, but we have 4 assembling machines. 3 of them are for no circuit at all. 3 wire mills. This one, what is it? No circuit. So, like the quartz fibers, circuit 2, and then this is circuit 3 for all the fine wires. Forming presses. I did actually realize I did have a problem. So when I would go to make, I think it was like the fluid tier 1 circuit or something like that, processing circuit, the diamond plates would be used up by the engineering press, so I had to move that back down over here along with the pattern. And now this is just the silicon press, so hopefully we don't have any problems with it. Where's our axe? I'm hungry. And then we just have, what is this? A lathe, chemical bath. So the chem bath is so we can request to process our rare earth. So now we can get a bunch of yttrium. And then basically that's what all these are for as well. So we have the centrifuge, the macerator, and the dehydrator. Which actually kind of sucks. I think I have to take this to manually craft elsewhere because the patterns don't work. It only gives 3 outputs compared to the 12 that it's supposed to have. Also, we have our HV, not our HV, but our clean room. If you haven't noticed, we moved around all of our machines. So we kind of have a little bit of a setup here with automation. The wireless connector, the other side of it is just across the wall. P2P bus here. So that way, I don't know if it really is going to work. I'm hoping it will, just because I don't know how stuff works with the wireless controller. I'm hoping I can get 8 channels in here, another 8 in this side, 8 in the top and whatnot. But we have the EV assembler, the HV assembler cutting machine, which isn't connected yet, and also the laser engraver that doesn't really have any patterns in that. I'm gonna have to binge watch your playlist for this. Yes, feel free to do so. It is quite far behind. We're only like 150, 200 hours into the videos for gameplay, and we're 500 plus hours in the streams. Let's actually take a quick peek here. Minutes played. Yeah, we're 520 hours almost. Hey Trey, how's it going today? Alright, my pants are right there. My boots. And my jetpack that is not fully charged, but it's a lot better now. Is this your first Gregtech mod pack you are playing? Yes, this is the first ever mod pack of Gregtech that I'm playing. I wanted to go with the most difficult one, Gregtech New Horizons. Since all of them kind of take a good amount of time to play, I thought, you know, we might as well start with the big one. If you're not sure how the connection is working in the AE, look at the network visualization tool. Oh, yeah, okay. I guess that would have been a good thing. I haven't made that yet. How's the AE2 setup since I was last here? Pretty good. We got it a little bit cleaned up. Maybe not really cleaned up. I moved my fluid tanks downstairs, where they're all connected up now. Actually, some of them. So we have some fluids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Actually, 7 fluids connected to this, which is pretty nice. Nightmare, what's going on? Hello, streamer. I don't know if we've seen you before. Welcome to the channel. Opinion on supersymmetry. I don't really know much about it, so I don't have an opinion on it. I do apologize. Whenever I can go into magic, I will only do magic as far as I can. It's a fair thing. Has any auto crafting started? So, we have it set up. I'll show you all the crafting stuff we have. These are all the auto crafts that we have. It's quite a bit, actually. The big ones I just did before the stream was the circuits. So actually, we should try and make some LV circuits. Let's make 128 2 stacks. Look at that, beautiful. For some reason... Interesting. I don't know how it auto-crafted a stack of them just like that. Doesn't make sense how that... I don't even know. I wanted to craft 128. I don't know where the rest came from. I was having a problem with this one earlier. I had it connected, you know, input, output. It had all the items in it. It had power going in the back up here. Actually, I disconnected it here again, too. But it's connected in the back. Like, it just wouldn't operate for a little bit. It was kind of weird. But look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, all of our crafting ingredients kind of just stored right there. Just put a stack in the pattern. Well, see, the reason I don't want to do that is because if I do want to craft smaller amounts, so, I mean, and then I could just put in a custom amount and it's perfectly fine. A2 wireless is really power heavy. Yeah, that's why I tried to keep it to just the 1 block gap between. Which actually where... Oh yeah. I did have a problem. I did have to make a backup, or actually I had to reload a backup. So I didn't know that if you destroy or remove any blocks from the power generator while it's generating power, that it explodes. Soviet Union Turtle Leader, hello, welcome to the channel. I removed the EV, or the HV dynamo hatch, or dynamo hatch, to upgrade it, and it went kaboom. So I had to do a reload, and then I think I lost my memory card, I lost my network tool, and maybe... Oh yeah, I think I lost a couple P2P buses. And like I looked back in my recordings, and like I had them before the crash, and then when I reloaded in the recording... Like, they were just disappeared from my inventory, kind of like we have our backpack that just disappears sometimes. So, kind of sucked I lost a couple things, but, yeah. Yeah, not when it's through a 1-block wall. Yeah, it's only like 20 EU per tick or something. How are you? I'm doing pretty good, thank you very much for asking. How are you doing? So let's take a look at our network. So, the wireless connector... Singularity crafting thing. I don't even know. Where's the wireless connector? Oh, you know what? It's probably... I probably have to read it through... Yeah, since it's a part of another network, technically, I think I can't even read it. It's fine. I'm scared. Why are you scared? I love listening to people talk about stuff I have no idea about. Oh, I could only imagine. At least it's something maybe soothing to listen to. It's just a bunch of random gibberish. Yeah, look, we're only using 14 EU per tick, so it's not that much energy, thankfully. This part of the system is 95 something. Do not put wireless on the P2P network. I don't know. I connected it like this, so it's working for now. I was asking in the Discord how it kind of operates. I thought like this basically transports through and just acts like this cable, but obviously just wireless. So I just have the cable going in, and then I have the cable coming out. It works fine. I don't know what problems I might have down the road, like maybe if I can't get the full 32 or 64 channels remaining into that. Can't wait to see it on the vid. The game is trolling me. I got my Blood Moon normal one, and then another Blood Moon. Ooh, how are you getting so many Blood Moons? You can put P2P on it, and it transmits 32 channels. Nice. Exactly. What the heck is a P2P network? Who cares? It scratches my brain. Exactly. Just like, it's something, and that is all that matters. Did I get filtered? Yeah, you said I'm scared, and then that's the last thing I saw you say before did I get filtered. Yeah, P2P, or port-to-port, basically from like one little, just call it like a funnel, it teleports to another funnel that's attached to the same cable, basically. Blaze, when Terraria? Probably when a good mod drops for it again. But yeah, I just have it coming right out through the wireless connector, and then here's the other part of the P2P network. What's the objective today? Just to kind of expand the P2P network, not the P... I just think about the P2P network all the time. To expand our automatic crafting and or get some power over here, which actually, we have the wood farm connected to the P2P network. Actually, to the AE2 network. There's so many acronyms, or just, you know, all the letters and numbers. So we can get a P2P network into the EV section of the base, or, yeah, no, it would be a P2P over here. And then have a branch of that set up to go into, what is it, some industrial coke ovens, and then some more distillery towers, so that way we can produce a bit more power in here. So we're not finishing Fargo's. Maybe at this point we would probably just restart Fargo's again. Pair to pair, yes. Remind me again, what is your main power source? It is wood. Yes, we have like 600,000 stacks of logs or something, spruce logs. Wait, okay, there we go. 575,000 logs, not stacks. That'd be a lot more. So we have these all connected. This gets turned into charcoal and wood tar in the Pyreless ovens, and then it's all fluid extracted and distilled. Fargo's and Infernum is hell. I can imagine that'd be disgusting. I am to this GURP. And she said she was going to... What? You mean as the group? Obviously, if that's something like that, you probably should talk to a trusted adult for that. When's the nuclear energy? Well, I keep getting told that the nuclear energy right now is not worth it, so we're not going to mess with it. Let's go upstairs, because I want to check and see, make sure our oil production is still running. And then we can start on, hopefully, trying to get our fluid extractors. Or industrial coke ovens, my bad. Yeah, see, it's shut off again. Not enough fluid output space. Ooh, nice. I'd love to see it. 4 million Earl. It was obviously a joke. Ah, yes. Grade A joke. At least I hope. Yeah, I wouldn't really say that's a joke. Because honestly, there are some people that they do have some problems with that stuff, so. But it's all good. But if you do ever have anything like that, you should talk to somebody. Somebody that you trust. Your content and streams are very relaxing, man. I come every night and I can wind down and enjoy. Well, I'm glad that you enjoy them so much, Trey. I mean, honestly, the same thing can be said about, like, me. Just jumping into the stream or just being able to play the game in stream is just extremely relaxing, and I just wish I could do it all the time. Ooh, okay, hold on. So we're gonna have to drop you out. Put you there. Says it a lot, but I get used to it. Yeah, it shouldn't be something you get used to. If it's something that is, not appropriate. Helium gas. So we'll take the helium. Hydrogen. We can get rid of all this. Oh, hold on. So we're gonna... Okay, you are turned off. Methane. We should have methane somewhere else. Helium. Let's go dump this all out. Oh yeah, I don't know if I showed you guys on the stream. This is relaxing. Big words are fun. I'm glad that you enjoyed it too, Lemon. I did actually upgrade, yes. So the system, I don't know if this is on stream or not, but I have the ability to put moonstone dust in here to get ourselves titanium and everything. Although moonstone is nowhere near as good as the end stone. So at some point, I'm going to have to try and find like a Sheolite vein, or just go to Mars, because Mars is going to be a bajillion times better. Maybe we'll actually work on that. If we have time later this week, we'll try and go to Mars. Alright, so we need methane. Recipe. That's not methane. Alright, fine. Okay, where's the methane tank? Hold on, what am I missing here? Nuclear is worth it if you use vacuum, but then benzene... the rods last a long time. I placed 1,000 quartz on that stupid paper sword, and I have 6 modifiers left. Damn! Something satisfying about figuring out the tomfoolery that is Gregtech. Exactly. Just getting around to mess around with it. And then, like, understanding something that is sometimes hard for a lot of people is kind of an awesome feeling. It helps that you have lemons. Heck yeah, it does. It'd be funny if, like, oh, you know what? Like, if RL Craft... I don't know if RL Craft had lemons or not, but, like, say if you drank a lemonade, or you had, like, lemon sherbet, or, like, shaved ice or something, like, get some benefits for being able to travel in the heat. Not like other juices, but lemonade, since lemonade's, like, a big summertime drink. I can just go to Mars. A phrase only said in Gregtech. Yeah, we'll just get a little quick trip, you know, just give us maybe like a week and, you know, we'll be there. It's like nothing. Alright, where's my methane tank? Now I'm gonna lose my mind. Methane, there we go. I knew I had one. So now we can start oil distilling again. Which actually, funny enough, I did remove power from this. Benzene. Low voltage battery buffer. Maybe, just maybe, I can get another tank going back over there. Or fluid pipes. Exactly, refreshments are a must. Yeah, they are definitely required. Especially on super hot days like today. Like, holy crap. I think it's like in the 90s or something. 1 week and trip to Mars. Elon could be learning from you. He could be, but, you know, he's doing other things right now. He doesn't want to learn from me. Pipes. These are plenty big enough. I honestly have not seen a ton of space content in Gregtech New Horizons, but I hope we get to see that on stream. Yeah, we did get to go to the moon. Actually, the last stream, or 2 streams ago, we went to the moon. And then, obviously, the first time that we went. But yeah, we're going to go to Mars. Eventually, we're going to go probably to all the other planets and stuff, the other moons. I'm very excited for it. I cannot wait. Alright, there is a pipe. What's this guy for? Oh, that's the other benzene pipe. Alright, so we are gonna go right here. Okay, that is full. It's 93 degrees here, I think. Yeah, it's pretty dang warm there too then, huh? Damn. So always, yeah, make sure to drink enough water. Get some shade every now and then. It is crazy, you forget every now and then, like, how hot it actually gets outside during the summer. Like, holy crap. So I gotta turn an alarm on my phone to make sure that I end the stream on time so I go get dinner. Guess, my home planet. You're a Martian, huh? You're from Mars? I could believe it. You got that Martian behavior. Alright, and these don't even take that much power. They don't empty out that fast, so we'll see how well this goes now that we got this. Take our torches. Place them down here, just so we don't have any mob problems. We should be okay. I always be getting Starbucks. Lemon dinner. You know, I've only had a couple things at Starbucks. I mean, I honestly, if it probably wasn't so expensive, maybe I would get drinks from there more often. Not really coffee. Coffee's not like my thing, but maybe some more like the juices and stuff. Honestly, have not seen a ton. Wait, I read that. Factory blocks, my beloved. These, they are extremely beautiful underneath the floor here. Fluid auto output. These are all basically ready. Needs more power to start. HV. What? Who's that guy? What was that for? Oh, there's all the power. Dang.
:healingx:_EBF_blaze:_fireflower.
I don't even know what the hell it was trying to say there, but thank you very much, Panda, for being a member of the channel for 8 months. Hot dang. Plus all the other months that it skipped from being undone. See, that'd be cool, like all the prior months, like in between subscriptions, that it keeps like a total tally of you on the channel. That would be awesome. But 8 months. Thank you very much, Panda, for your support. I greatly appreciate it. I can say for sure I never get Starbucks because in my country's economy I cannot afford it. Yeah, I don't blame you on that. Even in America, where Starbucks was founded, I can't afford it. Maybe every now and then for like a special treat, but yeah, it's expensive. Sadly. I get pop cups and B-Day. Cake pops. Oh, I forgot about the cake pops and stuff. That's pretty nice. HV Energy Hatch. Hold on. Come on, I have some somewhere. There we go. Swap this puppy out. We're gonna be good. Alright, let me set an alarm on my phone just so I'm not late to dinner. I'm gonna go to sleep now, but I just decided to pop in and say hi. Well, get some good rest, Panda. Continue to enjoy your trip. Hopefully it's going well for you. Hey, P Games, how you doing? Hold on, chat. I gotta set my alarm. Alright, also, I gotta be careful for, like, setting my alarm for work tomorrow, because if I stay in I have that happen way too many times. I don't know about anybody else, but, like, I go to set an alarm, and it's either accidentally, like, AM or PM when I'm trying to do one or the other. Alright, so we got that. So that is good. Alright. How you doing today? Pretty good, thank you very much for asking. Hopefully you're doing well as well. But how are you? You're just now waiting for the YouTube to blow up so you can't afford it daily. even if I could afford it daily, like if I had a house, all my bills are paid, I still don't think I would do that. Now, maybe I would have like a different special drink daily that's a lot cheaper that I can't say the name of because it also gives up some of the anonymousness of me. How do you say the other word? Anonymity? Something like that? I don't know. I hate that one. But yes, hopefully someday we could do this for a living. I would be the happiest person ever. Horrible. Have been doing blood magic and Thaumcraft the whole day. No problem with AM PM, just 7. Oh, yeah. 700 or 1900. Yep, that would be a lot better way to do it, and then you'd never have problems. I have to go. See you. Have an amazing day. See you later as well, Soviet Union Turtle Eater. Oh yeah, I use AM/PM. I have 24-hour clock. Oh, you don't use it. Yep. Have the 24-hour clock on the phone and computer. See, that's also a lot smarter. Do either of you have any military experience? Because that also probably helps with that. Like, usually people in the military are used to using it. But I guess the other countries probably use it a lot more often, even in just normal lives. Alright. Now that we have our pipes connected... What was that? Did somebody just donate again? Oh, okay, that's what that was. It was very delayed. Thank you very much for becoming a channel member, Trey. I greatly appreciate you supporting us. Further helping us reach our goal of becoming a full-time YouTuber. P-Games, no. We all just use a 24-hour clock. Guess I did not know that. Which is awesome. See, I know how to read a 24-hour clock. I know how to use it. Just being raised and taught the 12-hour clock is, you know, just engraved into my brain, so just use that all the time. One of the few channels I enjoy watching, so I'm glad to help. Well, thank you very much. That means an insane, tremendous amount to me, so that is awesome. I just the fact that you enjoy watching my content that much, like that alone is awesome. So the fact that you're also helping support me, like, thank you very much. AM/PM is really only a US thing. Probably just like the standard measurement system compared to the metric system. Or the imperial system, my bad. I think that's like the technical name for our measurements. Yep, gotta love it. Alright, so continuing on. Can't believe how much chat I've read today. Kind of awesome. Actually, it's been a little bit. We didn't stream yesterday. I did do a little bit of playing yesterday morning, but I didn't stream anything. Mass processing. So we want to start with the industrial coke oven because we want to turn the wood into charcoal. You mispronounced freedom units. Well, I'm glad that you're a fellow American, dirtier parrot. Also, for anybody else that is new in the stream, I think Parrot as well as Potato, if you're still here. If you guys aren't already subscribed, if you wouldn't mind helping us reach 10k subs, I greatly appreciate it. Metric system and the weird one. Ah, yes, the weird one. Well, funny enough, the weird one, in terms of temperature, it is more accurate. Like, Fahrenheit is more accurate compared to Celsius. Obviously, one is easier to work with than another, or actually, well, maybe temperatures, I don't even know. But like, what? 60 degrees Fahrenheit could be anywhere from like, I don't even know what it would be in Celsius, say like 15.0 to 15.5. Like, it's kind of a weird difference. Based on tens is easier. Yeah, just the metric system in general is easier, I would agree. Great thing about being from the States and Europe, I know both. Yep, same here. I was working for a German company, German automotive company, so we were always using metric measurements. Like when you were doing the alignment on the vehicle, you had to have it X amount of millimeters or centimeters away from the radar or whatever it was. And then obviously all the tools were metric, which I guess pretty much almost all automotive world is metric. And now, where I'm working in like American factories and stuff, there is still some foreign machines that you work on where the bolts and stuff are metric, but a lot of measurements are in, you know, inches, feet, all that good stuff, as well as the tools and stuff are standard. So we want Tantalloy 61. I think I did calculate this out somewhere. Yes, to make the industrial coke oven, we need 10 structural coke oven casings. So 23 tantalum and 2 tungsten. We can make tantalloy 60, and then that is mixed with titanium and yttrium, which we do have plenty enough now. So let's get that kind of made up while we can. We have 1 tungsten ingot. Which actually, I might electrolyze this back down. Great music as well. What song is this? So this song, I'm glad that you enjoy the music as well. Every now and then I switch it up between this playlist and the YouTube one. This current song is called Eld Unknown by Elliot HSU. And right now I'm playing it through Spotify. Not sponsored, but pretty nice. Definitely not using ad blockers. I'm not even using an ad blocker. I'm using a browser that already has ad blocking built in. Using the Brave browser to listen to it. Celsius is okay on Earth. It's okay on Earth sea level because 0 is freezing, 100 is boiling, but it works only when it's 1000, yeah, HPA, the whatever pressure. I'm running out of steel, uh-oh. Yeah, that's not good. Shut down due to power loss. Oh, that's right. Yeah, somehow I ran out of power earlier. I added 4 more crystals in here, so now we should be able to output 12. Oh no, it's full now. We can output 16 EV amps, which is amazing. Alright, so let's go get some more tungsten. Gotta go electrolyze this. No electrolyzer here. Alright, fine. We'll go electrolyze it upstairs. So what's the clean room for in Gregtech? So the clean room is to make mainly circuits right now. There is other stuff, I think, when you go to the biolab, just so that way you clean up the air that you're using where the machines are working, so that way there's no impurities that get into the circuits or any of like the bio stuff that you're working with. No electrolyzer. Where did I use my... Oh, here it is. I was gonna say, where did I use my electrolyzer before? Uses. Electrolyzer. It's a centrifuge, not the electrolyzer. My bad. It's almost always around 1000. I asked this before, but had to go, so you didn't hear... So I didn't hear your answer anyways. What's your most favorite age in Gregtech? I'm guessing it's HV. So I didn't hear that before. I'm sorry that I missed the message. And welcome back. So my favorite... Probably, yeah, like right where we're at right now. HV to EV. Actually, maybe the start of EV. Just because we are starting to get with the AE2 system. So whatever this is, I think technically EV after you go to the moon and stuff. Maybe HV, I don't even know. But right when you get into AE2 and you can start automating a bunch of stuff, like the fact that we can just have a press of a button, craft up basically anything that we want is just an absolutely amazing thing. And the fact that all these multi-blocks like working together looks just insanely cool. So I would think this is my favorite part of the game so far. But I'm probably going to say that like with every stage of the game that I get to, like the next and the next and the next. Just seeing how much crazier and bigger each section has to be in order to advance into the next section of the game. There we go. It's always just a weird, awkward, long pause between this song and the last one. So hold on, we didn't set up our centrifuge. Or toss this in the centrifuge. My bad. Good. So it's 2 dust to get back out of it. Okay, hold on, I need one more. Do you do the quest book? Also, what was your opinion on the Steam Age? I thought the Steam Age was really fun. Honestly, probably because I've never really played much with tech packs, but I thought it was great. We got to use machines that were pretty simple to work with to help us use our materials a bit more efficiently. And I think it was properly length. Like, it didn't drag on too long, it didn't feel like it was too short. So it's kind of nice. As for the quest book the series that I'm doing is 100% quests, so I am going to be doing every quest in every page. So I think we did, yeah, we just completed that one last time right here. I have a couple more random ones. We only know what 2 of them are. The third one, no idea. But every page in the quest book, every quest we're going to be doing, hopefully we can get all of these done. We do have to be careful with some of the coins that we can't farm. Like some of them we can continue getting over and over and over and over again from all of these, which actually, let's go and how do we claim all these? Claim all on this page only. Are you sure you want to claim all rewards? There may be a lot of items that will drop to the ground if your inventory is full. See, that's the only thing, is I don't want to do it on this page because there's a couple other ones that I haven't done yet. But I should get those soon. Also, other than the quest book, we're going to be doing everything that we can on the achievements pages. I want to get this all done. I want to do all the Thaumcraft research. Basically everything that we possibly can do in Gregtech. Yeah, the mobs we should do. Yeah, we'll try and get those all real quick. Dang it, we need 2 more. Okay. Can mix it up on circuit 12 with 23 tantalum. Yeah, they reset every a few hours. That's free coins. Oh, there goes the TikTok stream. TikTok stream died. Whatever. We'll just leave the TikTok stream dead. It's kind of annoying that that happens so much. Circuit 12. No. The titanium that I didn't grab. So we'll let that go and let's accept our quest rewards. Rewards recharge. Yeah, after you kill the mobs again. Yeah. Bee breeding. No, not that quest page. Nope. Kill all the things. Yeah, there's a lot of coins that we don't want to miss out on. So that way buying everything in the store should hopefully be a lot easier later on. Slay the dragon again. Retrieval. Wait, the dragon must die long enough. Has she destroyed those precious end stone blocks? Hold shift and whack it with a vanilla sword. Oh, so I can get that quest done actually right there. Loot bag tier 3. Yeah, there's the wither. $26 out of 77. Fire beetle. Do you like chemistry? I enjoy it a little bit. I mean, it's not my favorite thing, but it is kind of cool messing around making different chemicals and stuff. Now that we have the LCRs, it's not as much of a pain as it was before with the single blocks. Are you even using coils later in the game? I used them last time like 50 hours ago just for the apiaries. Oh, I think you meant coins. Blaze likes acids, yes. Definitely like the acids. I don't use the acids inappropriately. And real-life chemistry. I do find it fascinating. I don't really mess around with it too much. I don't, like, really research it a whole lot. I don't, like, watch too much on it. But it is fascinating to me. I do enjoy it in that type of a sense. What parts have you found most challenging in this playthrough? Honestly, so far, probably understanding the AE2 system because it's completely different than anything I've really ever done. That was pretty challenging to get used to. Trying to think of anything else that's kind of been a bit more challenging. I guess kind of picking a way to go, like picking my routes of what I want to do. Because especially now in HV, or like going from HV to EV, like there's just so much. Like we could work on getting multi-blocks, we have to work on getting power generation, we have to work on maybe other material processing, going with automating our crafting. Like, there's just so much. Kind of like that, yeah. Picking what we want to do and when we want to do it is also the other hard part. But anything else in terms of gameplay has just been really easy, and just, like, if I could, I would just sit here and play the game basically all day. Yeah, you can start with the meteor ritual. We're not going to worry about that for a while. We're going to hold off on it, unless the quest tells us about it. My farm will be the biggest of them. Oh, so what are you doing with your farm, Klaus? I forgot what you were talking about. I definitely have some knowledge on AE2, and I could assist in any confusion. Well, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. As of now, we're okay. I did finally... excuse me, starting to die. I did finally start to understand the AE2 system, excuse me, in terms of, like, the P2P buses, and the fact that you can have, like, 4 P2P buses traveling all in, like, one tiny cable, or if you have the dense cables, you can have, like, 32? No. How many can you have through a dense cable? How many P2P networks? 8? 16? P2P basically solves spaghetti monsters, which is beautiful. Okay, yeah, 32 channels or 16 P2Ps, okay. Yeah, because what? One P2P takes up 2 channels, right? Alright, so we need to make titanium. Look at this. 324 hot titanium ingots. Yeah, now that we upgraded our energy here, it's just so nice. We don't even have to worry about running this at the same time as these. Like before, I could not run this at the same time as any of these machines. And now, I think I could operate... I think I did it once. I can operate like 2 or 3 machines all at the same time on this, and they take like 2,000 EU per tick, so it's pretty nice. Yes, okay, so 2 points is 16, yeah, 16 P2P buses, or lines. Could you show the recipe for the steel ingot? I wonder how realistic it is, since I forgot how it was in Gregtech New Horizons. So, a steel ingot, just a basic steel ingot. We could go back to the primitive blast furnace, or the brick blast furnace. It takes an iron nugget and just a bunch of coal or something to burn to carbonize it, I guess. Or I don't even know what that would be considered. Or we could turn the iron ingot into wrought iron. Where's wrought iron? Right here. So we could put it in an arc furnace. Where is the wrought iron dust? Oh, we gotta macerate. So we can put the iron in an arc furnace with oxygen, get it nice and hot, burn it up, whatever it is that it does in here, turn it into wrought iron, macerate that down, then put it into the EBF with more oxygen, and then it turns into steel with like a side of ashes, or chance of getting like a byproduct of ashes. Alright, so we're gonna let those cool down. But let's go get some more titanium. So we're gonna take these and then yttrium. Which we do have plenty enough. We're gonna want to stack though. Actually, hold on, let's look at this. So I wonder, if I doubled this, if I put another coprocessor here, and then I move this down here, would that still be 2,000 storage, or would it be 1,000 because of the height? I think it would still have to be 2,000, right? Coprocessor. Let's craft 1. Craft 1. Should be quick. Interesting, yeah. There it is. So we got it completed. Coprocessor. Take that down. Boom and boom. How often do you stream? I really like your streams. It kind of depends on how my work schedule is. So the best way to know when we go to stream is by being in the Discord. There's a link to that in the description if you are interested. Otherwise, I typically stream when I don't have to work my real job, you know, kind of when it's slow. Right now, I know that I'm going to be busy tomorrow. I don't know how the rest of the week looks like yet, but when I don't have work, I try to start streaming between 7 or 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, and then I'll stream till about 10 to 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. As well as I would start another stream, or I usually stream from 12 p.m. Central Standard Time to about 5 p.m. Central Standard Time through the weekdays. Weekends, I try to do the early morning, same time as the morning time was. It uses one separate CPU per craft. Putting more than one processor still uses one CPU per craft, but increases the capacity. Type 2 processor of 1K forms one CPU of 2K. So if we take a look at our CPUs, so let's try to craft one. So, okay, so it still does have 2,000 bytes of storage, but now it has another processor to craft another thing at the same time. So it can operate two machines at the same time. Where are you from? So the only thing I've said so far, and the only thing that I will continue to say for now, is that I am from the United States. But yeah, I use the Central Standard Time Zone. But I like being anonymous as much as I can, so that is all that I do have for you. So I do apologize if you did want more from that. But yeah, I would very much look forward to having you jumping into future streams of ours. Actually, I just realized I could just make another one of these. Hold on. I can make a bunch of them. I have to automate crafting units. Actually, no. Crafting unit. Yeah, I do have that. Okay, right there. Just kind of chill, wait for this to be done. There it is. And then what I'm going to do is also a little bit of this. Perfect. I like that. Actually, that's really nice. Just make some nice towers. Eventually, I do want to move those downstairs, but now we can run two machines no matter which processor we're with. If Blaze would only stream in the evenings, I would always be sleeping in that time. You know what's funny is we actually used to always stream like that. I would always work till, I would be like, I think 8 to 5 is like my old job, what I used to work when I was an automotive technician. I'd work 8 to 5, but that was the thing too, is it was like a very consistent schedule, so you would know, like I would stream the same time for 5 to 6 or 7 days a week. Like the weekends, I'd pretty much like stream most of the day, if not all day. But yeah, like the weekdays, I had just everything planned out. It was nice. I had a schedule. Like Terraria was Tuesdays, Wednesdays was like Roblox, and then other days was a mix of like Minecraft or other random games like Deep Rock Galactic. Yeah, the co-processors, the more the better, because it uses more machines in the craft. But the AE2 automatically chooses the smallest possible CPU for the craft, leaving the largest ones that consume more energy for last. Actually, I kind of like that. I mean, it can be annoying, but if you know that it does it and you know that you want more stuff, that's actually nice. Alright, so now we want rare earth. I want to craft up some rare earth. Actually, can I craft, how much of that can I craft? 280? Let's say 500 of that. Boom. Craft up 280. You can use all of that other stuff. And I can put this other dehydrator down below. You should make a quad core processor. Quad core processing unit. You know, that's kind of cool, like just saying that even. A quad core processing unit. Alright, so we're going to get rid of that. And then we're going to get... Oh, that wasn't good. Hold on, let's HV compressor, that is that one. plate, and the plate. Boom. Now I can move this guy. The export bus that we didn't need. Dehydrator. Damn, I missed Prime Suited Blaze. Yeah, I know, right? That was like 3 or 4 years ago now at this point. 5 1K CPUs with multiple coprocessors is acceptable at the beginning. Yeah, we really don't go over 1,000 bits of storage really all that often. I mean, maybe with the circuits now, like say if we look at the LUV circuit, we craft up even 4 of them. I mean, that's 748 bytes. I guess that's not really that bad. But if we start getting into, say, 16, well, we're already over 5K, so we'll have to... When we want to craft circuits, we'll have a big boy. Which is still crazy. Like, I don't need... If I really wanted to make 16 LUV circuits right now, it doesn't even take me that much more resources than I have. So it is so much nicer because it just, like, calculates all this for you. And if I were to do it by hand, I'd have to, like, calculate it all over here, going through all the recipes and stuff. But now it's just, boom, just be done with it. I will be going to bed now. Good night or good day. And whatever you guys' times are. Yeah, we'll see you later, Klaus. Thank you very much for jumping in. Take care, and we'll see you next time. We want yttrium. Rare earth. Also chests. Okay, we have conveyors. That's fine. Boom. Item auto output, and boom. It is crazy how much resources it produces. So use, yeah, the 4K or 16K processor. Yeah. When we need it, we'll go to upgrade. It'll be fine for now. Let's do this, and a little bit of that. I think that's right? Just toss it up there. Yeah, okay, perfect, it works. So we got some more stuff being processed, which is quite nice. Yttrium, let's go mix up some more. I think we do not have our titanium dust. Can't get that really quickly, actually, just put that in there. Yttrium, titanium. What else do we need for the Tantalloy? Yttrium, titanium, and Tantalloy 60. There it is. Blaze, you should make cable facades as well to hide the glass cables. It would look better. Yes, eventually I will. I'm not sure what I want to put in for the facades. But, for now I don't mind it like this. I think it looks kind of... I don't mind it. I think it looks kind of cool. But, eventually, yeah, I will put covers on because you can see down there, which is pretty gross. For now, we're going to keep it open, though. Hey, Rika, what's going on? Chests are a better storage than the A2. Prove me wrong, especially endgame. Yes, basic wooden chests. Yeah, not even the double chests. Just use a single chest. You know, if it wasn't for people telling me about some other stuff in the chat, I would have probably been using chests for a very, very long time. What's up, Blaze? Long time no see. Long time no see, yeah. How you doing? Nice to see you again. Circuit 13. Let's get rid of that. Boom and boom. So we'll get that to a good old mixin'. I'm about to automate the molten polytetrafluoroethylene in the LCR, but I don't need a tank, so I think I will just smash a fluid storage bus on the output. Whatever works is all that matters. Having that automated is going to be insanely beautiful. That's nice. I can't wait to get molten polyethylene and the PTFE fully automated. I am going to be a super happy camper after that. Rare earth. I'll take that as well. Okay, we should have plenty enough yttrium now. I'm good. What about you? I'm doing pretty good too. Thank you very much for asking. I'm glad that you're doing well. I think there was 32 already in there, so let's do 7. Oh, really? You won't stack up even more into there? Okay, funny enough. Tantalloy ingot. Nichrome, 37.5 seconds. Let's go cool that down. So this is going to be the moment of truth. We're using 1920 EU per tick here. Right now, we are using 10,000, 11,000 EU per tick. Well, it's about to get even more serious. This can only be processed on circuit 1. Wow. Alright. It's fine enough, I guess. Where is it? Tantalloy 61. Yes, right? Tantalloy 61. Yep. Warning, very hot. Avoid direct handling. Material type shiny. Material state solid. Is this going to take like some crazy cooling? No, it's only an HV cooling. Okay, so that's fine. Maybe it says that for all the hot ingots and I just never noticed. Madeira, welcome to the stream. How you doing? I feel like we've seen you before. If not, welcome to the stream. If we haven't, I want to say welcome. Say polytetrafluoroethylene. There you go. I just said it. You got a backpack. Yep, we got 2 of them. Say dodeca phenyltetra siloxane. I think I did alright on that. Does the very hot still apply damage if you have the Piglin backpack buff? It does not, actually. That's what we've been using for a long time. Because we're wearing this backpack, we do not take damage. Funny enough, though, it still, if you're holding a hot ingot, even though if you have gloves on, maybe not, I don't know about the gloves, but even with the backpack, if we try to sleep with a hot ingot, if we try to sleep with lava in our main inventory, it kicks us out of bed and we're not able to sleep, which is kind of stupid. But it is what it is. Something that took me a little bit to learn. Time to make the Lapotronic supercapacitor soon enough. Wow, you actually did it. Thank you very much. I think I'm okay with certain words. Especially now that I've been able to read, or I've been reading like chemical makeup names a bit more often. Say pneumo nultra or nultra microscopic silicoval volcano coniosis. What the hell is that? Yeah, I have this word memorized because why not? Yeah, that's mind-boggling, whatever the hell that is. Blaze, if you can such want, you should make the nuclear craft information panel. I think it's from that mod. I actually know exactly what you're talking about. We have some of those upstairs. They are amazing. I should actually make a couple more, but not right now. I should batch craft a bunch, though. Joyco Ram, welcome to the channel. Pretty sick setup, man. Just got recommended your stream. I have too much stuff and I want to do today, but now I want to hop on my All the Mod world because of you. Sorry, not sorry for that. But yeah, once again, I want to say welcome into the stream. Thank you very much. And I greatly appreciate the compliment on the base. Yeah, it is very beautiful. I had the machines kind of set in place, but then I kind of got sick of seeing everything look like a big disgusting cave, so I did some decorations. Still not complete, but we have the general idea now, which is nice. Do you happen to be... Hold on. I know Ray Bob promoted the stream to somebody earlier. I don't know if that was the person you saw it from, or if you're the person he was directly speaking to, but I greatly appreciate you checking out the channel. This mod pack is increasing Blaze's IQ. It may be doing that, but it's also draining my sanity. Almost as bad as the Devourer of Gods from Terraria. Alright, we need a lot of ingots from all this stuff. Also, you say all the mods. Which all the mods are you playing? I have beaten all the mods 8 with a group of friends, like 2 years ago now, I think, at this point. you know Terraria. I do, actually. I love Terraria. If you don't know, there's a mod pack in development right now called the Bereft Souls, I think. And it's going to take Calamity, Thorium, what else? Calamity, Thorium, Fargos, and a bunch of other mod packs, and basically put it all into like one linear progression. When that drops, I'm going to be playing that instantly because that is absolutely awesome. Like, anytime I've heard of people playing the mod packs all put together, like say they add all 3 of the main ones all into like one clump, it's like, yeah, you could do this group of bosses, you could do this group, but I mean, theoretically you don't have to do all of them, which is kind of an annoying thing. So the fact that they're taking them all and putting them into where you would have to go through each of the bosses, I find very interesting, and I cannot wait for that. Did you finish the American flag? I actually did. I do feel like it could be a little bit longer. Just a little bit, but it's pretty much done, and I absolutely love it. It is a beautiful, beautiful build. One of my favorites, I would say. Don't look at this. This doesn't exist. This is going to be a burnt-down house that's just hanging off the mountain because, yeah. I originally had an idea to have a house hanging off the mountain, but I did not like the way it was turning out. So it's staying there forever unbuilt. And now it's going to be wreckage on the volcano eventually when that's finished. I need to play that mod pack. Yeah, I cannot wait for it. Can't wait for the Breath Souls to make Infernum Dog alongside the Eternity buffs. Yeah, right? Probably lose my damn mind. This is the second coming of Feed the Beast. See, I think Feed the Beast was another mod pack that, like, I just absolutely loved. I remember watching Sunday playing it back in the day, I think. No, it literally just popped up on my homepage. My most recent world is on All the Mods 10, but I've been playing All the Mods since 6 or 5, I believe. Hot damn. Well, I wish you the best of luck with the All the Mods 10 world. And also, yeah, that's actually crazy being playing since the 5 or 6. 8 was pretty good. I did hear that like 9 or 10 added some Gregtech stuff, which is pretty cool. Maybe I would try that out someday with a group of friends or something. Probably 10 or 9, because that's the only 2 that has Gregtech. Wait, I swapped between Gregtech New Horizons and Terra Firma Greg. See, I want to play Terra Firma Craft someday too. I think that'd be pretty fun. Okay, so you're still good. We need to cool down these ingots, so it appears we're probably not going to get much done. Right now it's 5:21. I have just under 30 minutes left to stream just because I have some dinner plans, and then tomorrow we're going to be working, so I'm not sure if it's going to be a 12-hour day or an 8-hour day, but if it's an 8-hour day, we'll try and fit another little smaller stream in. And then I will also have an update for you guys on the Discord. Even if I don't stream, I'll have an update for kind of like the work schedule, what it's going to look like this week. But I also want to say thank you very much for checking out the stream, Joy, as well as anybody else that's new. Just the fact that you saw it and you clicked on it means a lot to me. And just it's amazing that we get to have all these conversations now. Terra Firma Greg is anything but fun. Yeah, Terra Firma Greg, I don't know if I want to try that, because I'm already playing Gregtech, but Terra Firma Craft in itself, I'd be kind of interested in, because didn't people say that Terra Firma Craft is basically where Vintage Story came from? Breath Souls devs literally made libraries in the new programs to make modding easier for others. Damn. See, the fact that they're doing that also is just amazing. So we got more yttrium. Okay, titanium. It's way more grindy, that's for sure, yeah. The grind is real with that one. I'd probably lose my mind. God knows when it'll be done, though. As long as it's something that actually gets completed. Even if it takes 5 years, however long it may be, as long as they finish it and they don't pull a... What is it, like a Hypixel or whatever that was, the Hightail, where they just develop it for forever and then just like, yeah, we're done. Vintage Story is brutal. It is pretty brutal, but I do like it. If it had an easier to play multiplayer and it had controller support so that way Joker could play it easier, I think it would be amazing for me, Joker, and Porcupine to play it. That would be awesome. Tantalloy 61 frames. Obviously need all the machine casings. Okay. So it's not that bad. My house got Thanos snapped by a tornado. That's not good. I've never even seen a tornado yet. Oh yeah, also something that happened. Hold on a second. Let's get some more titanium here. We're going to macerate another stack. We're going to get some plates. I have a rule when using tech mods. Everything except create or create only. It's a sin to mix. See, that's what... there's the other mod pack that I want to go play someday called Homestead. And they have create in it, which is kind of like the biggest tech thing I think that it involves. So I'm wondering how it's going to be. Hopefully it's good. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why, like some weeds started growing in the grass here, or like the long grass, and then it spread onto my farm. It took over like pretty much where all of these glow mushrooms are, and it was mainly sugarcane, so thankfully I didn't lose too much. But I replaced it all with glow shrooms because, if I'm being honest, I don't need carbon from this really much anymore, because we have 187 stacks here. It's not enough in the terms of endgame, but we have the 1,3-dimethyl benzene that's just being electrolyzed. It produces... oh, that's not good. It produces hydrogen and carbon a lot quicker than this does. Alright, we do not have a replacement. We don't have a hoe. Excuse me. Yep. So what we are going to do is we're going to put some hempcrete down because we don't want weeds growing in our farm. Oh boy. Okay, that is shut down. Alright, well, pardon your ears, everybody. Alright, well that is everything that I can store in my backpack. And there's so many more. I can't wait to get, like, the multi-block extractor for these. That is going to be beautiful. Then we're really going to be producing a lot of glowstone, and, well, then eventually that's going to be redstone and gold we're getting out of it. Hey, Blaze, how's it going? Pretty good. What's going on, Tooth Grinder? Welcome to the stream. Add horror mods to Gregtech. I don't know if I could do that. Although I see horror mods, and I don't know if I'd ever have any interest in playing them. Maybe. Maybe if there's enough people who wanted to see it and we had the time. Try TFMG, Terra Firma. What is TFMG? Best create add-on. Alright, hold on, chat. I'm gonna get some dinging to go away for you guys. Extractor. Alright, honestly, let's put more green ones in here. Well, alright, so that's all that. We can dump this here. Now we get all of our glowstone that we're going to centrifuge. Create is annoying for me because it pretends you build complicated contraptions, but you actually do, or what you actually do, is let the create mod operate all the machines for you. No smart solutions required. It's fair enough. Pretends you're big smart when you're not. Alright, hold on. Just because we hate having... okay. I hate having not enough space to dump this in. Okay, can I please put this there? Thank you very much. There we go. Much better. Sorry about that. How's the benzene? 3.1 mil. Good. Good, good, good. Alright, so we can run back downstairs. I gotta go. Bye, everyone. I really enjoyed the stream. Well, can't wait to see you again next time, Potato. Take care and have a good one. I may create more complicated. Garnished mod alone adds like a 20-step chain factory, but also requires manual labor. All to get fuel. Okay, hold on. We need more titanium. So let's just mix up. Hopefully that'll be good for a while. We should have plenty enough tantalloy to make all of this. So we'll have the structural coke oven casings. We'll have... Ooh, see, getting buses automated might not be a bad idea. Heat-resistant coke oven casings. Yeah, let's automate these. My factory is powered on nuts. That's pretty cool. How long do these take? 7.85 seconds, not bad. Okay, time to dump this back into our AE2 system. These, yes, these nuts. Oh yeah, also good news. What is it? My bills that we're gonna start... I was gonna get more bills that I was gonna have to pay for starting next month, but thankfully it's literally half the cost that I thought it was gonna be, so that's a big stress off my back that I have to not worry about again. Oh wait, yeah, isn't Grounded 2 out? It's not out yet. Holy crap, actually it comes out in 2 days. It drops the 29th. I thought it was gonna be on Friday. Well, here's my dilemma. Here, I want to play Grounded 2 when it drops. Like, I want to play it very much. So I'm, like, half hoping I'll have off of work to play that, which actually might be a really good thing, because a lot of people are looking forward to that game, and it might not be a bad idea to maybe get some videos, like some shorts, some clips, or even maybe some short little video editing of things, which is going to be difficult with already the Gregtech stuff going on, so oh my goodness, it's going to be a challenge. Hold on a second now. But yeah, I cannot wait for that. So hopefully, it'd be nice if we just work tomorrow, and then say at least the first day we get to play it right away. That'd be nice. It's the 28th for me right now. I thought it was released. Oh yeah, I thought it was the 29th. So maybe it would be like the 30th for you. Long processing chains don't require smart solutions. You slap deployers on it. Well, you slap deployers on and it just works. No need to stop the belts, retract deployers, time inputs. It solves all the problems for you. That's kind of crazy, yeah. So it's just very simple. No wonder why I feel like a lot of people probably enjoy it. We're going to need another molecular assembler pretty soon. We have only 9 more patterns to use. I guess we could get pattern upgrade cards, but then I'll be interested to see how much more power we're going to use. I just realized I made a mistake. Clear that bad boy. Dump that back in. Okay, well... Pattern. Could we make 32 more? Yes. Okay, so use the one... Well, it is the only one left. Start. Yeah, look at that. It's doing 2 things. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. It is so much faster. Okay, dump those in. We want to scroll these to the Gregtech plates. And thank you, game, for actually doing all of them at the same time and not just one. So we want all of these plates. Boom. So we already have bronze plates automated, right? We do not. So we want bronze plates. We want the bending machine. That is the correct ingot. Oh wait, allow substitutions. Okay, well, that's fine. Whatever. Bending machine is almost filled. So now we have these. Bronze frame boxes. Circuit assembler 4. I don't know if we have an assembler for circuit 4 yet. 3 assemblers. Circuit 3, no circuit, no circuit, and no circuit. Circuit assembler. The cards use less power than an HV machine. Oh, that's not even that bad. This is assuming you do not care about bottlenecks. I can't stand half-assed automation. That doesn't work on item insertion. And the new frog delivery system just made it require more fine-tuning. Matching output rates is cool, but it requires almost no problem solving. Not really a question of how good you can make something as much of how compact it can be. Alright, here we go. We got some more patterns. Beautiful. So, bronze gear casing. So we could do that, or we could just do circuit 3. Do we have a circuit 3 assembler? I doubt it. HV assembler circuit 3. We do! Hello, look at that. So, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to take that. Those are all good. Circuit 3 assembler. Boom. Go for steel straight. What do you mean? No pointing and making bronze one. Oh, wait. Really? Hold on a minute. Oh. Well, that changes things. Alright. So let's take these out. Take that out. We'll keep the bronze plates though, that's fine. I guess I should have checked the tiers. Yeah, steel casings will double your production. Yeah, so that would have been a good idea to check it out beforehand. So we got steel plates, I'm pretty sure. Steel plate. Those are all done. Steel frame boxes, steel gear casing. So still circuit 3. All the regular Greg stuff. Right. No steel bar, all that. Okay, I guess it doesn't say circuit number for that one. Circuit 3. So we have the plates and the gear casing, but we need to make the steel frame boxes, we need to make the gears, so we need another extruder for the gears. Alright, let's try and make an extruder and another assembling machine. HV extruder. Of course, we're missing a piston. P-Styon. I guess we're not. Oh, we're missing a stainless steel fluid pipe. Sure. And stop using circuits into patterns and start using any circuits, otherwise it will give you a huge headache to keep track of all the recipes that use circuits. Well, see, that's the thing, is I don't know if I was messing with something. I don't know which ones you were looking at that I had. But there was something to do with, I don't know, I made one before, like using the any circuits that, like you're saying, and it wouldn't do the craft for some reason. I don't remember what it was. I feel like it was probably something stupid that I was doing, but I would agree that the any circuits should work for everything. I made the multi-block extruder with 15 input buses. I love it. See, that is a beautiful thing. Cannot wait to have that. And then let's make another assembler. Honestly, should have these all automated for crafting. Alright, we need conveyors. So there's 4 of those and more assemblers. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, we can make 3. And an assembler. Need to send the circuits in a press. Wait, just put all my circuits to a press so that it turns it into the any circuit? Alright, for now, let's, do we have any blue? We do not. We got pink. HP dehydrator, get rid of that. Kitty cat, you okay? We gotta rename this. Alright, chat, we have like 5 minutes left or so. Yes, when you change the circuit recipe, you just change the pressure part and not the entire system. Okay. Not sure exactly what you mean by the pressure part. Oh yeah, there's the alarm. Alright, let's try and finish this up real quick. Although, like, if I'm, excuse me, if I'm just making the max circuits anyways, I'm just going to use the max circuit. I know I might still have some of the more expensive ones laying over, but if I'm using the most expensive one, then I just use that. Oh, the press machine, okay. Alright, so what do we have here? Advanced extruder. HV extruder, large, big gear. HV assembler, circuit 4. So we got this, got that, got that, got that. Output. So then we can also kind of do some layout. See, at some point, I'm going to mine this out. I don't even know how much more. I mined that far, but I'm pretty sure it's going to go farther than that. And we'll do some layout of how many coke ovens. We'll try to do a rough calculation of how much we're going to need for powering the EV section of the base if we're running all the machines at the same time. Alright, so we want steel gears. Extruder. Yes. Let's go get our extruding shape from upstairs. But every time you change the recipe to a new, cheaper circuit, you will have to change the circuit for all the recipes as well. Otherwise, it will try to craft the old circuits. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah, for like EV or any new circuit after that, yes. I get you. So say, for example, though, say if I automated this and I did a recipe, couldn't I just leave it like this and then just have substitutions on, and then it just uses any circuit anyways, and I don't have to worry about pressing them into this shape? Like, I could just leave it in... Where is it at? So say for the EV circuits, I could leave it as just a nano processor assembly, and as long as they have substitutions on for any circuit, well, I guess then I'd have to worry about other plates and stuff too, which I guess isn't a big deal. But, yeah, it should work, I would think, if you have this selected any circuit. Even if substitutions were off, you would hope that it would work. Use any. AE2 will try to find the only recipe, or the only items for the recipe. Okay. Alright, HV assembler, circuit 4. So we're going to do some boxes with that. Big gear. Boom. And then we want some steel frame boxes. Steel frame boxes. Boom. Thank you very much. And then eventually I'll have to get all the other ones. So now for these, I have the plates, I have the gearbox casing, I have the steel frame boxes. So now going into here, we have the gears, the plates, and the frame boxes. So honestly, as long as we have the materials, like we just have all the steel put in there, we should be able to craft everything. So we want 9 of them. Hold on, let's take a look at our quest book. Mass processing. Industrial coke oven. 1 heat-proof coke oven casing. Why is there only 1? It clearly shows 8 of them. Weird. We want at least like a 2x2, I would assume, right? So 8, 16, 24, 32, and then all the shared ones. Alright. I do have to get going, though. I realize it's already 8, or yeah, 5:45. So I want to say thank you very much for everybody jumping in. I do greatly appreciate it. We're going to open up the chat real quick. So yes, tomorrow I do have to work. I'm not sure if it's going to be like a short day. I'm not sure if it's going to be a long day. I will let you guys know as soon as possible in the Discord. So keep an eye on that. As well as for the rest of the week, I should then hopefully have a bit better of an idea of the schedule in case it turns into like a multiple day job. Other than that, we're going to get going, and we'll see you all next time. Hopefully you all enjoyed. We'll see you next time, and wow, I already messed that one up. Thank you very much, everybody. I greatly appreciate it. Take care, and then we will see you next time.